Well, I was standing in my kitchen one day in Ireland, and suddenly we had a crank telephone, in those days. A lady in the post office put the calls through, and the phone cranked, and it was a telegram from Arthur Lawrence and Stephen Sondheim. And it was saying, would you be interested in playing the part of Nellie Lovett in a musical version of the Demon Barber of Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street? And well, I looked at Peter, and when I read the wire, I said, well, that's interesting. It's a very interesting idea, because as children, we had both been brought up with this kind of legendary bogeyman who was Sweeney Todd, who slit people's throats and made meat pies out of them. So I thought, well, it's certainly something to consider, and they're very enthusiastic, these two, and obviously they're brilliant. They must have something up their sleeve for this show. So, but on the other hand, the old star said, hey, wait a minute, this is called Sweeney Todd. How does Mrs. Lovett fit in, It's not called Nellie Lovett, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. It's Sweeney Todd. So I thought, I hope, is this a good part? So anyway, when I got on the phone to them and we started talking about, how it was going to be, I realized that it was going to be an extraordinary production, that I must be involved, because Hal Prince, the great director, was directing it, and here you had this triumvirate of talent on board. So I thought, this is probably a terrific thing to do. So I said yes. I always said she was a very resourceful woman. She didn't let anything go to waste. I mean, after all, the meat pies were her idea. No, it wasn't his. She was just being awfully clever and using available material. So, but she was a marvelous character. And the more I got into it, the more I realized this was an opportunity to go back to my roots, and to do a character that I really would relish getting my teeth into.